usually do this in the morning because of two reasons. One is that fresh mind. First thing in the morning, I want to be calm. And second is that before I jump into my to do list for the day, I really, really like to, just stop for a moment in the morning, get grounded, feel good, and then start my day. You guys must have noticed that I practice my gratitude journal daily, and I used to post a lot of stories before, actually every single day, but I stopped it because it was getting a little bit more personal to me. So, and also I just felt like हर दिन कौन डालेगा? So, I posted a poll on Instagram asking you guys कि तुम्हें मेरे journey के बारे में जानना है, like what is the outcome and what was the process of this entire journey, because I use a lot of trial and error methods to get to that one method that works for me. So मैं ये पूरे वीडियो को दो चीज में डिवाइड करने वाली हूँ. एक होने वाला है the process which takes you through the gratitude journal practice, how it's done and what are the key things to remember when you're doing it, and the outcome of my own practice and journey. So is this something that I would suggest to my clients or even to you guys? Okay, so jumping into the first part of the video is the process of this practice. So मैंने ये वाले part को 3 step पे divide किया हुआ है. This is what worked for me and I'm going to give you some tips around it. The first step is to pick a time for yourself. Now, you saw that I usually do this in the morning. That's, have my tea, open my book, and get my practice in. Some people also do it in the afternoon or in the evening during the sunset or at night before sleeping. There's no right or wrong time, but तुम्हें अपना खुद का एक टाइम ढूंढना पड़ेगा. जैसे मैं मॉर्निंग में करती हूँ because once I get into my to-do list, after that it's just I'm thinking either about the thing that I'm doing right now or the thing that I have next in line. But in the morning is the time where I'm alone and there's no one to disturb me except for this is the time that I prefer personally. I have also tried it at night, but it doesn't really work because at that time I'm having dinner with my family or I'm talking to friends over the phone. I just don't feel it's the alone time for me. So that's why I do it in the morning. The only tip to take care of is that pick a time where you know that you're going to be calm. So everything that you do in this practice and everything around it has to facilitate that environment for you. So even the time that you pick has to be that time where you are calm and you're just present. Okay, so jumping to the second step process is to know your environment, and this step is so important. I mean, I know कि आप grateful कहीं पे भी बैठ के या होके फील कर सकते हो, बट अगर तुम ये जर्नी स्टार्ट कर रहे हो तो ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें का अगर तुम ध्यान रखोगे, दे आर डेफिनेटली गोना हेल्प यू इन द लॉन्ग रन, बिकॉज it just makes that feeling much more powerful when you're feeling it. And after that, when you get hold of this practice, then you're a pro. Then maybe you can do it standing Delhi के traffic में and feeling grateful about something. इस process में मुझे वो छोटी चीज़ों पे ध्यान लाना है जो शायद तुमने मेरी stories पे देखा होगा. My environment consists of 3-4 things. One is sunrise. Second, actually, you know what? I'm going to take you to my environment. So yeah, this is my environment. It doesn't look that pretty right now, but trust me, जब सुबह सुबह मैं यहाँ आती हूँ and I just sit here facing that side, I see the sunrise, I have a hot beverage in my hand and I'm wearing this cozy jacket because सुबह सुबह थोड़ी ठंड होती है, and it's the best feeling. I'm not saying that it makes me feel happy, but it's the best feeling because it makes me feel calm. That my thoughts are not running from 0 to 100. They are actually going in the reverse direction. So I'm not thinking anything. I'm just there. I'm just present. And that's what you need in your environment. You need those variables that makes you come back to the present. So for me, watching the sunrise, having that hot beverage in the winter mornings and sipping slowly and writing my gratitude journal is what brings me to present. And this is what you need to find for yourself. And it took some time. It took some time for me to find this. But now that I'm giving you examples, maybe you will come out with your own variables. As per your environment, if you can't go and watch the sunrise, I would um, recommend you to actually sit beside your window, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't want to come up because there are a lot of ants here. Yeah. And I face my window and I just sip on my tea slowly and write my gratitude journal. And if you are not a fan of sunset or sunrise, maybe having dim lights in your room, probably the yellow lights, helps you to stay calm a little bit. So you can maybe try that. But whatever it is, just um, play around and find that space that makes you feel calm. So yeah, that's it. Let's get back to my home because it's hot here because it's afternoon. So once you have set a time for yourself and you have your environment ready, the third step is to write. यहाँ पे बहुत लोग गलती करते हैं और ये मैंने भी किया था. So let me get you in a short story of my life. In 2018, I started this practice of gratitude because मैंने बहुत leadership books में, self-help books में भी यही लिखा था कि gratitude practice करता चाहिए हर दिन. तो वो पढ़ के मैंने भी start कर दिया. So there was no intent behind my gratitude. The intent was to, okay, मैंने book में पढ़ा है तो मैं ये करूँगी. It was like another thing on my to-do list. Even at that time, I was posting stories about my gratitude journal, and I will try to find it and just like get it here. But at that time, I used to be like, okay, what am I grateful for? And I was legit just thinking for 2 minutes, and then suddenly an answer used to pop up. So, for example, if I'm grateful for music, and then I'll obviously write, I am grateful for music, full stop. And that's the end of my gratitude journal. I post the story, I'm done. I'm a leader now. So, ये गलती मैंने की थी क्योंकि मेरे जो मैं लिख रही थी उसके behind कुछ intent नहीं था, उसके behind कुछ feeling नहीं था. So, I started doing this where I opened my book. Okay, you write, I'm grateful for music, full stop, and then you write the why behind it. Why am I grateful for music? Yesterday, my parents, my whole family got cheered up after listening to Punjabi music, and we had a great time together after such a long period, and it felt really humbling. So I'm grateful for the Punjabi music. So things, they don't have to be too deep when you're writing gratitude. 1. 2, you have to feel the feels. So if you are writing that you're grateful for music, you need to be aware of why, and you need to write it down and then feel it. 3rd, after you have written it, to actually enhance that feeling, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just view those memories of why you're grateful for that. So in that 30 seconds to 1 minute time, you are just reliving the old memories and you're just feeling grateful about them. Okay, so this was the 3-step process of the gratitude journal. These are some small things to keep in mind when you're doing it. Now we're gonna jump into the outcome of my journey, and this is very personal to me, so I'm not like imposing my opinions on anyone, but this is what happened to me when I did this practice for 30 days continuously. जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था ये, ऑब्वियसली मेरा इंटेंट और फील द फील्स था, बट मेरे मन में एक एक्सपेक्टेशन थी कि मे बी दिस विल ब्रिंग द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ मी in that day. But that happened in the beginning because it was fresh and this was something new. But उसके बाद जैसे ही दिन गए, like 15 दिन के बाद, maybe I just started feeling not so good. So even if I was doing the gratitude journal, there were a lot of days where I felt really shitty mentally, and मेरे दिन अच्छे नहीं गए थे, and I wasn't feeling the best, and I was feeling really low and dull. And I just started questioning the whole practice. So, the one thing that I want to clear is that do not keep this expectation from yourself that your life will magically turn like really well, or your mental state will go like to the top if you're doing gratitude journal. It's probably near my 60 days of gratitude journal, and I do feel a difference. But the difference is not that I don't feel shitty and low. I still have those days, but it's just that now I am more aware. Like I suddenly think about something negative, and I saw that I can bring myself back and be grateful. And it's not easy, definitely, but it's a skill that you acquire. It has helped me to cultivate that skill to be in present and to be immediately grateful about something that I should be, and not run or not look forward or back to my past. So ये चीज मैंने notice की है, but it came after like 65 days or 60 days of practicing this. This just makes me remind of the fact that you have to be focused in the process to get to the end result. I personally was focusing a lot on the end result, which is to be mentally more aware and to be a little bit more stable with my thoughts. But I never focused on the process, and now my whole focus is on the process because it's a habit that I've created. Like I cannot start my day without gratitude journal. I have to take that time, sit down, relax, and just write what I'm grateful for, relive those memories, and bam, then start my day. So this was my outcome. Every person has their own outcomes, but personally, I would continue just for that 1 minute feel. And I know that after a certain period of time, you do cultivate this skill to bring yourself back to the present. So yes, I would definitely suggest you to start gratitude. One of the biggest things that I have learned in this, that you don't have to be grateful for 3 things or 4 things in a day. You just need to feel that gratefulness within you. So just write one thing that you're grateful for, sip on your tea, and relive those memories. That's it. That's literally it. And so yeah, I hope that helps. And I really, really, really encourage all of you to practice this with me. If you want, you can tag Skipper. Okay, that's a hashtag. I don't know how to make a tag. Whatever. But yeah, you can definitely tag me. My profile is here. I'm gonna link it down below. And I hope you like this video. I'm gonna be sharing more of my personal things and my personal journey. So stay tuned for that.
I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that there is greatness inside all of us. Best believe what you believe.